Everybody, it's Victus. Time to lead and run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. Hope your weeks were awesome. Yesterday was awesome. Hope today's going well for you as well. We did indeed have another video cross 3,000 likes. Thank you very much for that. With that, the like streak counter comes back up now, 102 over 120, and we are making our way towards the all items tier list live stream, which I am looking forward to. I know a lot of people are as well. Here's your artwork of the day, t-shirt artwork of the day, question mark, sent in by JF Williams. Title thread was, I made a bleach art t-shirt of the Sinvicta logo. I have absolutely no idea how you were able to do this, but it looks really awesome. My guess is probably just putting some bleach on like the tip of like a stylus or something. I don't know how you filled it in though, because that looks freaking awesome. Again, I am consistently blown away with the amount of talented people who reside in the mosh pit, and I cannot believe like how many mediums the Sinvicta logo is able to be transferred to. Thank you very much, JF Williams, and everyone who uploaded that one. 810PDQD. Oh my god, this movement speed. Well, our damage is okay. We got little Abba Ding Dong and the dull razor blade, which is going to allow us to simulate a hit anyway. It also will trigger the iframes, of course, which will allow us to go into a curse room for free and get out of there, not for free unless we get the 9 volt. 9 volt would actually be not all that bad for the dull razor blade, and yep, we'll be taking this. Reason why I'm not going to be taking Bum Friend is because obviously I don't want to be fighting NPCs for my money. The money is going to be worth more to us in the long run, more so than Bum Friend is. Bum Friend tends to take all the money and then not give you anything. Same thing goes for Bumbo as well. Even though that's not Bumbo, obviously, it's still... I don't like having to compete with my items for stuff that I need. Like, it shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. Like, if there's an item that drops, whether it be a pickup, whether it be a soul heart or anything, I should be able to get it. Not have to worry about racing an NPC just to take it from them. That fire was out already. So Abba Dabba Ding Dong, little Abaddon is not terrible. You know, he does sort of park himself a little bit too far away from Isaac for you to really do reliable damage, and you got to be careful when you're using him against close targets. But I will say that for what he is, little Abaddon does a very good amount of damage to things, like very good amount. You know, and if you don't have Maw of the Void, you know, he could be the next best thing. I don't know why they called him Little Abaddon instead of like Little Maw of the Void, but you know, I'm not the one who makes up the rules here. So we get a range upgrade, which is not what we want, and it's going to cost us 1/2 soul heart to get into the secret room. Or the curse room, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and use the dull razor blade. Get in here, we get Guppy's collar. Okay. Okay, so it was worth it. We don't have a bomb, unfortunately, so we cannot get into the secret room. And we cannot get the soul heart. So, yeah, it could have been better. I mean, if we really, really, really wanted to, we could go take Bum Friend and get that penny in the other room. But we're probably not going to get a bomb. Okay, so obviously with 1 HP, we got to be very, very cautious here. We don't want to get hit by champions, don't want to get hit by Globins. But little Abaddon can definitely take out a lot of these flies, as you see right here, right over the edge, unless, of course, I get way too close. Yeah, and that's the difficulty of, or that's the danger, I should say, of using little Abaddon as your primary source of damage. I really shouldn't be doing that, especially with our terrible movement speed. Our tears rate is okay, our damage is okay as well, but we got to be very, very cautious here with us being on a 1/2 soul heart now. And yeah. Let's not get too tempted into using little Abaddon here. Spoonbender, which is an amazing item for us, going to give us homing tears. See that little yellow puddle there that Isaac leaves at the entrance of every single door. He's going to do that until we get off of one 1/2 soul heart away from death here. So we don't want to rely on Guppy's collar for the save. And of course there's no soul heart in here, although there is a penny-eyed keeper, which we could bomb, but even if we bombed it, we wouldn't be able to get anything out of there. Secret room might be there. Let's go check this one over here. Could also be there. I need to see this room though. Okay, so the secret room is most likely here based on this room. The super secret room also could be up there. We get cardio coin. Okay. So unfortunately, there's no soul hearts to be found, and we gotta hope if we are gonna get a devil deal, we have to hope that we get a red heart drop to drop. Otherwise, or I mean, even if like we get something like Squeezy, like that's still not going to give us enough HP for us to really do anything. So that's funny game. Can we get this golden bomb? Because that would actually help us with the boss. We can. Okay, so I'm going to buy one bomb here to get a golden bomb. This is also going to give us access to this golden chest. It has a bunch of money and more bombs. Okay, all right now. Hang on now. Hang on, we ain't done yet. Super Secret might be there. No. I have a feeling that the Super Secret room is probably north of that room that I said I thought it was in, this one here. We can also gain access to that other golden chest. Yep, there it is. That was correct. Unfortunately, the only had pills in there, which we will obviously not be taking. The speed up. Fantastic. So that right there is a great example of us using what the game gives us and just pulling strings, pulling threads. You know, we needed one particular item there, and that was going to be the golden bomb, and the next thing you know, it opened us up to a world of possibilities with the movement speed upgrade, which leads to us having a safer run. We can bomb every single rock that if we wanted to, look for a crawl space, although I doubt that we're going to find one. And again, contrary to the popular belief that there is a crawl space guaranteed on every single floor, that is not true. The only way to guarantee a crawl space is if and only if you find a Awaz rune, or you have We Need to Go Deeper, aka the shovel, and use one use it on top of the floor art. So anything like these two pieces of paper right there, that would constitute as floor art. As well bomb the keeper here as well. I think we need to go back and bomb the Penny-Eyed Keeper too. Was there a tinted rock in the item room? I don't remember. Not, but it was 2 pots though. Okay, so not the most fantastic of starts in terms of shops and that sort of thing, but I am happy with the fact that we were able to get this golden bomb here. We're back up to 19 cents. That allows us to buy a premium item on the next floor. But unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to take the devil deal here unless we get lucky, which we should go for a devil deal regardless because we have Guppy's collar already. It's just a matter of will we end up getting like 9 lives or something in the devil deal. The only way that we can take a devil deal here is if and only if we get a devil deal that A, gives us HP, or B, gives us extra lives. And that would be one that gives us HP here, as long as we don't get sniped by these jerks. So I am going to take Cambion Conception, which is, or not Cambion Conception, Empty Vessel, which is huge, because that's going to allow us to fly and give us 3 soul hearts now, thanks to, actually, you know what, no, I'll keep the mark, Number of the Beast. But that's huge because now we can go into the curse room for free. Since we have flying, we can now go in there, use the dull razor blade to get out of there. We don't need to use it to get in there because if you have flying, you're not charged for the half soul heart to walk in. It's only when you leave, even if you have flying, you're still going to get charged. So really excellent plays here. Look at that. 2 more soul hearts. We leave with a fresh stack of soul hearts here. We've got the devil deal pressed in. We've got flying. We've got the invincibility shield from the empty vessel item. And we also have Spoonbender. Life is good, man. What a turnaround. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So once we get a full charge on the dull razor blade, we can go back into the curse room again. They're essentially always free. And the dull razor blade, it has more uses than just simply triggering iframes. You can use it to use, like if you had, like, say, the piggy bank or the swallow penny, you could do that. If you had Nun's Habit, you could also trigger that for like other abilities in your active slot. If you ended up having the school bag or something like that, it simulates damage. Is what it is basically what its function is. Through here, and we're going to use the dull razor blade to get out. Again, we did not get charged for anything. So really popping off here. Although I don't know why we've got the Friar Tuck Noah beard combo again. That one seems to be showing up a lot lately. The strength card that's going to be good for a cheap devil deal. We do get one on this floor. Not mind a movement speed upgrade from Lust, although she didn't drop it this time around. That's okay. Little bit greedy there, almost cost us. Luckily, we got that movement speed upgrade with the belt, so I was able to get through there without too much problem. But we do need to get a key, though. Necesito una llave. Por favor. Gracias. De nada. These shops, man, I'm telling you, they have been something else. Okay, so we have a 38.8% deal with the devil chance now. And we're going to be going pretty hard for a devil deal. If we can swing one, that'd be great. Yeah, I might get some sense out of here. Got 2 bombs back, all right. That gave us the 2 bombs we needed to get into the super secret room and bomb it, so I'll take that. Drop a bomb here for the mushrooms, might as well. Here we just let our range do the talking for us. We don't need to get too close. There you go. You see the empty vessel shield activated on 920. So 1040, I think, is going to be the next one. Might as well bomb these 2 blue fires here as well. You never know. Might get a soul heart. Did not. I'm not going to take your soul here because that would drop the devil deal chance. If we dropped the number of the beast. Although it would give us a free devil deal item. I'd rather use it. I mean, it's good enough because obviously, like, it's a free devil deal item. We just need to take that after we need to use that after we're done with the it was 10 minutes, not 10:40, sorry. It's 40 seconds after. So the next one will be on, I believe, not 10:40 but 11:20. I think. Moonbender making dark matter balls kind of trip out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we didn't get a devil deal. It's to be expected. I am going to go back and grab your soul. We'll head on to down. And we still have a strength card as well, which is going to give us an even cheaper devil deal. Okay, so let's go to the curse room. We might as well since we're here. No, it was 10:40. Okay, so 11:20 will be the next one if we're in an active room. Okay, so I'm going to wait for the shield because I don't know when it's going to drop off. Then we use the dull razor blade to get out for free. Actually really surprised that bomb fly even took that much of a hit from Lil Abba Dabba Ding Dong. Lil Abaddon does a decent amount of damage. I mean, it's respectable especially just for a regular familiar. Like, is it Lil Brimstone-esque level of damage? Maybe. I mean, like, Lil Abaddon is just more finicky than Lil Brimstone in order to kind of get into the right position. See there, you can kind of use him as like a little bit of like almost like a circle of protection in a way. He's not going to deflect any tears or anything, obviously, but he will eliminate anything that gets too close to you in the radius in the vicinity of his attack, which is very, very nice for safety and stuff. Again, us having flying really, really, really helps out with our ability to use him. The Charm of the Vampire, which has been, again, that's another item that's been showing up quite often lately. And which is fine because obviously they've tied it with a damage upgrade on top of the regen shots that you can get killing enemies. Unfortunately, it doesn't like generate any soul hearts. That would be a little bit too powerful. Like, imagine if Charm of the Vampire actually gave you like a half soul heart, assuming that you weren't on any red hearts every single time it procced. That would be amazing. Also, dead end. Also, how does he do it? Since it's going to take us a minute to get back to where we need to go, I will say that I'm glad that people are enjoying the addition of closed captioning here on these videos. I finally was able to figure out exactly what was going on. It was really, really strange. In case you missed my explanation for it the other day, essentially the subtitles were being transcribed, like they were being added by YouTube automatically, just like the gaming channel, except that they weren't being published for some reason. So I don't know why they weren't being published, but I found a way to manually force them in the YouTube studio. So it takes me a little bit more time per video to actually like do stuff now, but it's worth it because obviously then we get, you know, the auto-generated closed captions, which has been a very long requested feature, and they just weren't working. They're on by default for the gaming channel, and I don't know why. I was like, why the heck is it still not working for the main channel? Because I haven't messed with any of the settings or anything, but he's one bomb here. Okay. So double Gemini is should be okay with flying. It's going to be a little bit annoying when the mini Geminis come out. This is a very large caves too, by the way. And we don't get a 68% deal with the devil. Womp, 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 womp. Waiting till floor 5 for devil deals. And Isaac, name a better duo. You can't. Other than maybe Sinvicta and Dead Ends, I guess. I don't know how you're going to attack us when you can't even see us over those rocks. Got Blood Clot getting in there. Blood Clot's going to give us an extra hit of damage, basically, for every other shot, which is nice. It's not an extra hit. It just gives you extra damage per every other shot that Isaac fires out. So, which can be good, especially if you have a high amount of a tears rate, high attack speed. Smart Fly, which, yay, I guess. But now is when we need to start seeing some stats here, game. I mean, you're going to make us wait till floor 5 to get our devil deal after already giving us the free Guppy item, so I should have seen that one coming. Then we get pretty trash items from our boss items so far. So, you know, waiting for the good stuff, game. Okay, there we go. Insta-fire turret. On the store. Battery. There's no need for us to bomb the Penny-Eyed Keeper, but I'm going to do it anyway for the 5 cents. And we actually get a bomb, so we made 2 cents off of that bomb. Super Seeker should be there. It is. Okie dokie. There's a tinted rock behind this statue. Try to hide it. It's gonna be small rock, which I will take because we need the tears up and we need the damage up as well, especially. So our movement speed's still not gonna be great anyway, so. Now this is a fight where little Abaddon is going to really be important because he's got the piercing that we need to attack Infamy here. Great time for Empty Vessel to proc. It's Squeezy, which is going to be a tears up and 2 soul hearts. I want to take both of these. I really do. Really, really do. Of course we get void. I have no way of guaranteeing that we were gonna void sulfur, so I'm gonna stick with sulfur. I don't think void is particularly great here. I know, you might be saying, hang on a second there, buddy. How do you know? How do you know you're not going to get some good stat ups from Void if you haven't even played the seed yet? Well, Cletus, allow me to enlighten you. If we take Void there, let's assume that we don't make Boss Rush, okay? Or let's assume that we do make Boss Rush and we do take Void, and there's an item in there that's too good for us to Void, all right? The only item pedestal that we're going to be able to possibly Void for a stat is going to be the item room on Depths 2, which is where we already are, right? They might be saying, well, there might also be a boss item that we get on Moon 1. Yes, that is true, but more likely than not, we're going to need the HP for a Devil Deal item, and I wouldn't Void it. There'd be very little things I'd Void other than maybe a range upgrade. Like, I would take a movement speed upgrade, I would take a Red Heart upgrade, obviously damage, that sort of thing too. So, and then after Womb 2, there's literally nothing for Void. There's nothing, right? Because think about it. Honestly, think about it for a second. If we go to the Dark Chest, which we, honestly, let's just be honest, probably will, we are not going to be able to Void the item pedestals that drop at the beginning, in the beginning room, because they're not going to be item pedestals, unless if there's something like a bunch of Space Bar items that we wouldn't be able to guarantee that we Void anyway, because it's just going to take one at random, okay? And then, yes, it is true that the possibility still lies there that we could get something to Void randomly in the Dark Chest, but that's assuming that we get a bunch of drops and stuff that we don't already need. So the effectiveness of Void, in my opinion, does not help us, as opposed to how amazing having double sulfur is in the same room, getting that Mega Brimstone, right? And we can continue to use Mega Brim over and over and over again, whereas Void is just used once and then that's it, regardless of whatever type of space bar item that we've got baked into it. We have gone literally the worst possible way to the boss here. I mean, just look at the map. Like, we could not have gone into any worse spot to find this boss. And we're probably going to miss boss rush now, which I am very annoyed about. I have a bomb. That is truly remarkable. How we managed to do that is, it's science-defying. Yeah. Remember I was saying how, like, you know, the tag team duo of, Miss Devil Deals and 68%. Name a better duo. 4 or 5 Devil Deals, whatever I said. Invicta Navigation. Does it get any better? Answer is it doesn't. And a super greed fight. Super greed fight. Yep. Maybe super greed fights and Depths 2 shops. Name a better duo. Maybe that one works for you. So at least we can go back and, I guess, get our strength card now. And, well, let's be honest, we're not going to get a deal with the devil. We're not even gonna we're not gonna even see another guppy item at this point. I'm guaranteeing it. Unfortunately, because we fought Super Greed, we no longer have a full charge on Sulfur. Which, I mean, I didn't have to use Sulfur against Super Greed, but I'd rather just get done with Super Greed. And with Spoonbender, I mean, Mom's not going to be that much of a problem, especially with his damage. That's not to say that our damage is amazing, of course, but we'll be able to handle it. The reason why Spoonbender is a factor because obviously I don't have to put myself in harm's way to take care of the ads. I can simply just sit back and pelt away without having to be directly in the line of fire. Flying also helps, of course. Second empty vessel shield of the fight. Yep. Like I said, no devil deal, no surprise. All right, here we go. I'd love to have gotten that tinted rock on the last floor, but fortunately we not have a bomb. Bombas continue to be a problem, as do dead ends. All right, let's go south this time. Maybe this will be the right way. Man just walked on the spikes. Only losers walk on the spikes in this game. What kind of moron gets hit by spikes? They don't even move. What kind of idiot walks into the spikes? The Binding of Isaac, not this guy. Might as well go in the curse room. You get a bomba. And go into the secret room, which I believe is here. And a Hanged Man card. It's going to be very good for our already flying. And really, I mean, give credit where credit's due. Spoonbender really coming in strong here, making the big time plays, helping us out. You're just hearing Charm of the Vampire just go off like crazy. Okay, that's enough egglets for one day here, game. Wow, pin started right next to the door. Okay, game. All right. Came at us with 2 steel chairs. Would like to have a double full charge on Sulfur before the boss if possible. You can actually use that Mega Brim, and also every time you use Sulfur, it gives you a damage upgrade, which is a nice little perk about it. We are going to have our double Brim full charge. There's also a tinted rock in this room. See if you can find it before I beat Polycephalus. It is right here. Oh, we don't have a bomb, so I'm gonna Mega Brim Fallen here. Get D Bizzle. Man with the plan. D Bizzle, welcome back. I mean, look, you can't say I didn't call it. Can't say your boy didn't call it. That we were not going to see another Guppy item for the rest of this run. Mr. Me. You golden teleporter. And the 9-volt, which is actually great. So the 9-volt now, here's the thing though. We don't want to take the 9-volt right now. The reason being is because if we somehow don't get a devil deal, which is, let's just be honest, likely at this point, we need to be able to force the devil deal. We can do that with the teleport 2.0 and the 9-volt. That's contingent on us being able to A, get into the boss trap room, and B, finding all of the item rooms, or all of the secret rooms. So, more likely than not, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have to do a full clear of this level. Go to the devil deal. If we don't get one, which we probably won't, then we'll have to use the golden teleporter to access the boss trap room and then get out of there. Go grab the 9-volt, and then that will take us to the devil deal. Now, taking an Eternal Heart here is a little bit of a risk because that basically removes Empty Vessel from the equation. Gonna fight the boss while we're here. Did get a deal with Devil, which is surprising. So now we don't have to worry about that Teleport 2.0 shenaniganery. And I guess duality. So now we don't have to worry about using Teleport 2.0. We can just simply go over here, grab the 9-volt, which is going to be great for our charging. Along with the battery, of course. We're going to get our double charge of sulfur very, very easily. Actually, you know what? We'll head on down. All right, check out the mob trap room here. Okay. 2 shot speed upgrades and a tears up. Which is my favorite Beck album, by the way. Okay, so we've got max tears right now, which is great. Shot speed has greatly improved as well. You might even say our shot speed might be too fast, although I wouldn't. We're looking for a bomb. Double orange ragman. E-Bizzle, 3 in a row. Look at that. Right, I've been noticing. I've been counting. Don't worry. We notice the good and the bad. It's just we tend to focus on the bad sometimes. I think that's human nature, you know? I think it's easier. The bad occurrences stick out way, way, way more than good occurrences. I think that's only natural. And remember, we don't have flying anymore. I got used to having flying with Empty Vessel. Just if you see this room, just take the hit. You're not going to be able to dodge anything in there. Just don't even try. Heard a key. Need to get some movement speed going. Right, so there's the southeast side of the map, everybody. Let's go check out the southwest side. It's not really worth our only bomb. Tinted rock is much more useful for our use of our bomb here. You get a movement speed upgrade, thankfully. Yeah, the virus is going to put us back up to 1.2. Which is what we were before we got the small rock. Our bomb. I just use the magician card just to get out of our inventory. There's no reason for us to use it, but there's also no reason for us to have it, so. Dude, Stanley, chill out, bro. Too much damage there for Stanley. We are going to be able to get back our flying and invincibility shield from Empty Vessel here in the chest, assuming that there is a Devil Deal item that we can take. Yep. Well, we get Dark Matter, which is going to give us a damage upgrade, which is something that we need for sure. But the Fear Shot is... So here we got the Empty Vessel shield, which is good. I don't know how one of you is still alive. We spent almost that entire time with Empty Vessel DPSing one of you. How are both of you still at like even HP? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. I came up on 3320. Next one will be 34. Now what we can do, and I'll show you this real quickly here. If you get Empty Vessel and you keep track of the time, you can game the activations based on the last time that it actually like triggered and the next room you go into. So we know that it's going to proc at 34. So if we wait till like 33:57 and go to the next room, it should proc pretty much automatically. Right there. So 34:40 will be the next one. So theoretically, and I'm only going to do this just as a demonstration. I'm not going to, unless we needed to do it, I wouldn't do this normally because it would just take too long and be pretty boring. Theoretically, if you wanted to do this to where you would always have an invincibility shield, if you know what the timing is on Empty Vessel, you could theoretically have it every single time you go into a new room. Because the counter doesn't stop. It only activates if you're in an active combat room, which means there has to be a monster in there. So we wait till like 34:58, let's say, and then go into this next room here. Unless wait, was it 34:40 or 34:30? It should have been 34:40, I think. Either way, you see what I'm talking about. You can game the system to where you could actually activate your. You could have it activate every time you go into a new room. The timing was off here though because it was supposed to be 34:40, not 35. So the next one won't show up until 35:20. which will be 10 seconds from now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. So we know the next one will be on 36 minutes. But you see what I'm talking about, though. Theoretically, you could wait until the empty vessel kicks in before going into every single new room, and you would just have the shield permanently. Or not permanently, but you would have one guaranteed every single room, which is good. I mean, that's a very good amount of protection that you can get. We know that the next one's going to be at 36. So if we wanted to go into the big room, we could, but I have a feeling that this is probably the better way to go on the left side, which means now that I've said that, it's probably going to end up being a dead end. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Do you need to do this? No, but it's just important to show you all that you can predict when empty vessel is going to proc and have that help you in case if you do find yourself in a low life situation. Again, Isaac is all about making sure that you're making the most out of the bad situation every single run. And if you had to sit there and game when empty vessel procs to keep yourself alive in a run, that's how you do it. So we know that it's gonna pop up here again at, I think, 37. It's not gonna be 3640. Oh no, it is 3640. Okay. We get some contact damage here. Unfortunately, we don't have Serpent's Kiss, but we were able to at least stop it. Stop the dark one. Okay, let's stop getting lit up by gate here, shall we? It's 3720. Who knows? We may have to start employing the empty vessel policy here. The way that this run's going. That was 38. This hallway just keeps on going. Okay, so I don't want to fight Lamb without having Mega Brim. If we even live that long at this point. We need to clear one more room. I think. Oh, we got to clear 2 more rooms. I don't know when Empty Vessel was going to proc. I think it was on 39, which means the next one will probably proc until 3940. See if it's 20. Yeah, it's 20. So the next one will be on 40 minutes. Fine is not what we want. So we're probably going to wait until 40 minutes for this one just to stay safe, because remember, the whole point of this is to get a double charge on Sulfur. So we get that damage up and get Mega Brim against Lamb. Pretty disappointed in how little HP we've gotten. Okay, so the next one's going to be 40. So, going to take a little bit for us to wait, but might be able to find the... Actually, I shouldn't be using these bombs. We need to be using them for DPS, so... This run turned into a kind of a barn burner at the end here. I think a victory lap's definitely out of the question now at this point. We just want to get out of this run. But, yeah, didn't get a single Guppy item after getting Guppy's collar. In fact, we didn't even get Guppy's... We didn't get a Guppy item at all in this run. It was all from a red chest, so... Here we go. This is the only chance we got to do this with. Empty vessel is going to be down until 4120. I think the fight will be pretty much over by then. There we go. We got out of there. D-Bizzle, you want to send us home? He's done it. So thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah, that run came down a little bit too close for comfort there, especially with the Lamb doing his usual thing. But we end up getting the dub here after all. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button, or if you just want to support my channel, make sure you click that like button. Leave a comment down below. Comments help just as much as likes do. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing to each and every one of you who do so every single day. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like and thanks to patrons of mine like Avery, Missy, and Katoryu. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find down below, or by going to patreon.com/Sinvicta.